welcome to the New Black Church. That's right. We said it. You at the New Black Church where your story is your Bible. That's right, baby. It is April. It is self-care month. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go get it. Let's play that theme music for me real quick. Peace. Let's go. Welcome back to the New Black Church. It is Self Care Month. This month, we're talking about self care of the mind. And in the building, we have Jim Norris. Y'all, let me tell y'all about this amazing woman. She's one of the ones that helped get me out the house last year. She's a member of the New Black Tampa. She straight represents. She's got so much going on, but I'm going to shut up and let her tell a little bit about herself. Jim, thank you so much. Welcome to the New Black Church.
Thank you for having me. It's
Uh,
a pleasure being here.
Thank you. Thank you. So tell us a little bit about you.
All right, a little bit about myself. I am Jem, first and foremost. I am a single mom of three.
Mm.
I work two full-time jobs. I own a business, and I just enjoy uplifting people.
So it's gonna be fun, y'all. This is gonna be super duper fun. You got two people in the building that love spreading that word and exciting people and making them feel great about themselves. So guess what? Now she's in the seat. It's not the hot seat, it's the comfortable seat. It's cool, it's warm, it's whatever you want to be. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna jump right on into this one right here because being a single mom of three, running two businesses, and being an encourager. How do you manage stress and anxiety in your self care practices?
You have to take time for yourself.
Mm.
That is
Hold on,
first.
hold on. Say that one more time, because the people way in the back.
They didn't hear me?
No, they
Let
didn't
me
hear
say
you.
it a little bit louder.
Mhm.
You must. It is imperative to take time for yourself, regardless of what that means for you. Some of us as moms only get a minute and a half, maybe 45 seconds in the bathroom. That's your time to self, your shower. As your kids get older, you might get a little more time, but you need to make that time for you. You have to replenish as a giver, someone
Hmm.
who wants to make others feel good. You often can run low on that feeling, that energy. So you need to make sure you are replenishing that energy.
Okay, so I like that. I like that because see, somebody is out here sleeping on the fact that they got 45 minutes, 45 seconds on the toilet to themselves. That 45 seconds could change the dynamics of their day.
It definitely can.
Yeah, that could bring, because I tell you, I've had moments where it's like, oh, okay, while I'm sitting here thinking, breathe. Okay, now I can relax and I can go attack my day again. So that's an amazing point. So okay, so you gave us that one. What are some relaxation techniques that you do? Like okay, so two businesses, three kids, right? The house is going. Got to get out to school. Got to do all this different stuff, right? Boom, something happened. How do you take care of yourself in that moment?
Breathe.
There you go.
The very first thing you have to do is breathe. Um, Breathe and process. Because if a lot of times we react,
Mm.
a, a lot of times those reactions may not be the best. So you take a minute to breathe, process, and then act. Now,
Hold on.
notice I didn't say react.
There you go. There you
You
go.
breathe, process, then act. Sometimes that act may just be silence. But you have, whatever the situation is, of course, every situation is different.
Exactly.
If you need to act, act. If you need to be quiet, be quiet. Some, I learned a long, not, I learned it a long time ago, but I literally put it in place about 4 or 5 years ago.
Okay.
Wherever we are in life is where we're supposed to be.
I so agree with you.
Anything that is happening to you at that moment is supposed to happen. It has crossed God's desk, been checked off, and it's supposed to happen that way. Now, you may have a say in what happens next. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we need to realize that God is stirring the pot this way and adding salt and pepper, and we trying to add seasoned salt and stir it to the left. It ain't for us to do. You got to take your hand off and let God show you who God is. So you got to take that time to yourself to breathe and focus. And I do believe a lot of times when you're in God's realm, He's going to take care of a lot of the issues for you. I learned not too long ago that God hit harder than I can.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. God can hit harder than you can.
Oh, yeah.
So I like that first physical thing that you gave people to think about, which is stop and then think about it and then process it. There were 3 amazing things that you said. I like that. Now, what is something else that they can do? So now they stopped, they done that, and success has taken place. You had success. Okay? Now you got 2 businesses going. How do you handle stress? Now, the thing is, you may be at a point in life where you don't even have stress no more.
Is there such a place? I'm not there yet, but is there such a place?
There is such a place. There's such a place. It's called Rainbows and Unicorns. That is the place. That's where a lot of people say I live at. Is Rainbows and Unicorns now.
I'm trying to move there.
You trying to move there? Let me tell you,
I
we
think
have
I'm
a
close.
lot of land. We have a lot of land.
I think
It's
I'm
a lot
close.
of land available there. So what happened in life to get you closer than you've ever been before?
Stress.
Stress did it?
Stress. Watching my situations unfold. I'm not from Florida. I'm originally from the DC area. Prior to moving to Florida, I put my house up for sale. Right as I put my house up for sale, I lost my job. I was given a 30-day notice. Here, we selling the company. I'm like, this can't be real. Wait a minute. What I thought were a lot of things falling out of place were actually God putting puzzles together to piece it for me to have a peaceful move to Florida. It didn't seem that way at the time,
Right.
but I needed to, again, sit back and let God be God. And I do try to operate within God's realm. So with my job falling apart, it actually enabled me to get unemployment.
Okay.
So I wasn't moving to Florida without a job and no money.
Right.
I actually had money coming in a little bit. We know unemployment ain't a lot, but it definitely ain't COVID unemployment. But but it was a little bit.
Yes.
So it made its way to, help me out at the end process. So a lot of times when we feel like things are falling apart, you just have to understand that everything that is going on in your life is happening for a reason. And I've been told by 2 pastors and a bishop that if it's not okay, it ain't the end. God promised us in the end it was going to be okay. So if it ain't okay, it ain't the end. Keep going.
I like that. I like that. I
Keep
like
going.
that.
Some of us like to sit in the rain, in that storm, and stay there. But it ain't meant for us to stay there. You got to keep going.
There we go. So for the people who follow me and watch this show, they know I pull out my phone. I got to take my notes. Because you say so many powerful things. Now, one of the things I want you to go back to real fast for me is those 3 that you want us to do instead of reacting. You want us to act. Because I'm going to build on those today. Because that is part of a major thing to do with our mindset.
Yes.
Okay. So what are those 3 things again that you said?
Breathe. Take it in, process it,
Mm-hmm.
and then act.
Mm. And then act. Then act. There we go.
You gotta breathe.
There we go.
Sometimes when that bad, if it's a bad situation, you want to react,
Correct.
but you need that breath.
Correct. So I love the way you said stir that pot. It may look one way to us, right? But God is stirring up something else bigger than us. And I like the way that you're building this story. Y'all, I want y'all to understand today is not playing like it was already playing like this, but we did not plan this. Okay. I want y'all to understand the way that this thing is about to flow and go. I already see the greatness. I already see the beauty that is getting ready to happen right here. But I got to get one more question in. One more before we take this first break. And that question is, what are some of the benefits of incorporating like meditation, a mindfulness set, a daily routine, like things that become repetitious that can create greatness in us?
Mine starts before my feet touch the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Mine starts.
Okay.
Before I reach over, the first thing I'm gonna do when my alarm goes off, I reach over, swipe, turn it off.
Okay.
Before I even pick that phone up, because I know a lot of us got a habit of picking our phones up, going on social media or checking the news or whatever it is that we do. Before I even pick that phone up, I have to pray.
Mm-hmm.
Before my feet touch the floor. Lord, I ask that you allow me to have an amazing day. I expect miracles today because I do every day. But when I talk, when I speak, I would like people to see you more than they see me.
Mm.
Because without you, there is no me.
That is beautiful. So with setting up the mind, right, and getting into that space where you can handle stress and anxiety, you already got to get your mindset way up here.
Yes.
And that's what you're doing to start. Oh, wow.
But it should start first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you wake up and you don't start with a positive attitude, you setting yourself up for a bad day.
Exactly. So I like the positive. I like the affirmations that you give
Absolutely.
yourself in that prayer. Now, one of the things I love to ask people in the morning that do we do this, because there is an expectation that we have on other people, but we tend not to set it for ourselves. And what that is I get up in the morning. One of the first thing I say is, Duran, I love you. Because I like being the first person to tell myself that.
Okay.
Because I like to set that bar high. What time of morning do you tell yourself you love Jim?
I need to start incorporating that.
That's good.
Incorporating that. I do.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense. But I do get up. I have my Mary moment. Good morning, gorgeous. When I step in front of that mirror to get ready to brush my teeth, wash my face, I'm talking to myself. Speak positive things over yourself.
Mhm.
Because if you don't, who will?
Setting expectation for yourself, and then when we meet them, we can see others meet those when they engage.
Absolutely.
Y'all, we are on to something this afternoon, this evening. If you go share it, go and share this. Go click like, go subscribe. I'm telling y'all, this is gonna be something else. We got some amazing stuff to get in. If y'all see this nice, y'all, you know, I'm killing them with the bracelet today. Yeah. I gotta tell y'all where this come from. Y'all see her jewelry? It's coming, y'all. It's coming. But real quick, we got a quick break that we gonna take. So I get me a little sip in my
Me
new
too.
cups.
These are gorgeous cups.
Thank you so much. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to the New Black Church where your story is your Bible. I had to take me a breath. I had to take all this in. Then I know how to act, y'all. Y'all don't know how to act. Y'all know I play too much. Y'all know I'm the biggest kid in the building. Y'all, we are so blessed this evening. We have a gym in gym. That look like she been to the gym. Oh man, y'all, we are enjoying ourselves. We are talking about self-care of the mind. And let me tell you, she has really set the bar high already. She got me taking notes while I'm trying to ask questions and listening and taking this in. Y'all, one of the things that we talked about in that first session was managing stress and getting in front of it, as it starts with the way you start your day. And so the question is, how many of us, before we brush our teeth or do anything, we are praying, right? We all believe in whatever we want to believe in. What are we praying? How are we setting off our days? She set that standard extremely, extremely high. So now that we've done that, okay, now what we want to do is begin to incorporate a mindful in our daily routine. So you started out your daily routine. So we in the morning. Excuse me, y'all. So we're in the morning now. So we're working out the morning. Now there's an afternoon and then there's an evening. You're balancing these businesses, and at the same time you're taking care of your mind during this process with everything that you've been through between coming from DC to here and now establishing yourself here. Okay. Um, what are some of your simple techniques that you're doing throughout the day?
I actually get up and I do some, I call them desk exercises.
Okay, I like that.
Exercises that I can do, little small things that I can do right at my desk, whether I'm in a workplace or at home, just to take a minute to stretch. But it also gives my mind a minute to come off of what I actually have going on.
Okay.
It takes that 5 minutes away from this computer or this order or this child's activity. It's just my time. So when I'm doing those self-care things, because exercise is a form of self-care,
Surely is.
it's just something plus I have a bad back. But I got to get up. So I have to
Right.
get up and I move around and I stretch a little or I do a few jumping jacks or a few, stretches of some sort. Clear my mind a little bit.
Mm.
Just go to my happy place. Wherever, if some days it's a bar, some days it's a beach.
That's
But it
the
just depends.
that's the beauty about living in Florida. We can go to the bar and go to the beach
At the same
at the
time.
same time. I
At
love
the
it.
same
I
time.
love it. So we talked about physical care. We talked about that last week. And we can sleep on doing jumping jacks. We can sleep on using our legs to get up out of our chair. That's a squat.
Hmm.
You know, sitting there walking, those are steps. That is getting that hard. Like you said, that is a part of the self care. And then in that routine, now thinking about the mind. Now, I got to go here real quick. We ain't going to stay that long, but we're going to go real quick over here. So you're doing all this, but at the same time, I see your responses to some of your amazing posts in the New Black Tampa and how you're encouraging others and challenging people to grow. So you're doing all of this and you're building yourself at the same time. What does that do for you?
It warms my heart. It does. Um, Especially when if I talk to somebody and I can be encouraging to them. I can assist them in getting to the next step of their whatever their life is, or whether it's starting a business or helping them with a situation they have with a child or school or work or whatever it is. It may just be emotional. It it's a blessing
Right.
to be able to do that. Um, I have people that I go to that I feel what they say pour into you
Yes.
because we have to keep refilling that.
Okay.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
I love that. So, in the midst of you helping others and doing stuff for yourself, you still understand that growing our mind means we have to go to somebody else and fill up our cup.
Absolutely.
So, that means that you know how to provide options and choices for people to do in life and also know how to receive them when they come to you.
Yes.
That is such an amazing place to be because a lot of times we can get to the point to where we feel like oh, I can do this, I got this, I don't need nobody else to help me, and I'm doing all this for everybody else, but fail to realize we can do so much, and then our cup is so low,
Yes.
and then we get hit,
Yep.
right? So let's go back. Let's go back to some years ago when you did that, that cup hit low. How did you get out of that?
Um, Believe it or not, I did exactly what I said people tend to do. I stayed low for a while,
Mm,
not intentionally. I didn't know
exactly.
how to replenish. And then, like I said, staying in that realm of God,
Hmm.
He brought people into my life who were not my family, who I now consider my sisters and my brothers, who encouraged me. Nothing special, but just somebody. God, He will provide what we need if we let Him. We can't have that whole, oh, no new friends. You never know who's going to walk into your life, pour into it, and change it completely. If you ain't got no new friend, if you don't want no new friends, then you'll never find out.
Hmm.
But the people that pour, the people that show me genuine love and care, are the people I tend to gravitate to
Hmm.
when I need to be refilled.
I like that. I love that. I love that you didn't hold yourself accountable for something that you weren't aware of. So that's super duper important. Sometimes we have the tendency to beat ourselves down for something that I didn't know I was supposed to do that.
Hmm.
Now that I know, and I love the way you said the second piece that goes with that is your friends, now you call them your sisters.
Mhm.
The way I say that is I was born into a family. When I turn 21, I can create my own family now.
Absolutely.
Now I can go out there and meet new people, just like you. Like I say, I was in a shell before I met the amazing people of New Black Temple of
Mhm.
NBT, because I just did my own thing. I didn't know that I can click with so many people on so many different levels that have
Yes.
great person, see life through their own lens. I love them by the way they listen. I got trifocals on. I don't know what they wearing, but I know I got medication. So if I don't have my glasses on, I know I'm not seeing right. So, okay, I love that piece. So now you made it through that situation. You made it through coming from DC to here. Now you're here and you've incorporated those things there. Okay. Two businesses. So do you have a daytime job and then you have your own business?
I have two full-time jobs
Oh,
and one
two
business.
full-time job and one bit. Oh, wow.
So I work my full-time job simultaneously,
Okay. Oh, no. Okay.
8 to 4:30, Monday through Friday,
Okay.
and I run my business during that time and every other time.
Any opportunity you get. Any opportunity,
Any opportunity.
you get.
As you know, entrepreneurship is not a 9 to 5 thing.
It is not.
It's a 24-hour a day. They say, "Oh, I quit my 9 to 5 so I can go work 24 hours." But it's rewarding. It is rewarding to watch that grow.
Mhm.
To know, the stumbling blocks. I've been in business 5 years.
Awesome.
The
5 years
the
as an
growth,
entrepreneur.
the
That's
things you
beautiful.
learn, the things you learn, the frustrations that come along with it.
Okay.
So it took a lot of self-care learning those things too, not beating myself up over business.
There you go. Now, before we talk about the business, real quick, we're going to take another quick break, y'all. We're going to go. We got some exciting stuff that you're going to get a chance to see right here. And then we're going to come right back. Now, we're going to talk about my nice bracelet and the nice jewelry that she got on. We got to hear about this business. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the New Black Church where your story is your Bible. Y'all, we got to give it up for the director. She be holding it down in the building. She makes sure everything works and it flows. All the graphics show up when they supposed to, and I stop talking when I'm supposed to. I love the positive mindset. But getting right back into this amazing guest that I have, we have Jim in the building with Jim Jewelry Box. We have it. It's in the building, y'all. It's amazing. So self-care is all about ourselves.
Absolutely.
Part of that, you've already laid the foundation of kicking off our day. It's positive. Now we need those things that are around us and connected to us to bring that type of positive energy with us. Jewelry is one of those things.
It is. Jewelry is one of those things that we it's an accessory to us. Um, you put it on and it makes you feel cuter or more handsome. Gives you a little more self-confidence. So it does bring me joy to be able to I don't say I sell jewelry. I show jewelry. I don't beat people over the head with jewelry. There's something for everybody. I do love my business. Um, it has an amazing price point of $5 per piece. It's in everybody's budget.
Oh, wow.
So then there's a little something for everybody. We got rings. We got men's. We used to have kids. It was discontinued. We have necklaces, earrings, bracelets, and some of our stuff can even be used as animal jewelry, belts. So it's been exciting. One of the favorite parts of me owning my business um, is when I'm out and about, just on my regular everyday thing. I normally have jewelry in my bag. And when I see people who are having a bad day, or even not, I might see somebody that's just out and I think that they got a really cute shirt or some cute shoes on. So I walk up to them and I say, hey, that's a cute shirt. Here's a piece of jewelry. I think it go real good with it. And I walk off. There's my business card in there. So if they want to, they can reach out to me. But a even bigger part of that is being out and about on a regular basis, and you can see somebody having a bad day, or maybe somebody's been mistreated. You walk over to them. Here you go, baby. I hope your day get better. Just as simple as that. Nothing else. Walk away. I've gotten emails and text messages. One lady messaged me. She says, I was transferred to a different Burger King. I was the manager. I was having a hard time. The employees were giving me real bad crap that morning, and I was almost getting ready to quit. And when you came through the drive-through, you slid me a piece of jewelry, and you told me to have a great day, and that changed my entire day. But that's all I want to do is share that hope and that love with people, paying it forward. It's a big thing.
I love that. I also love the fact that you literally just answered my next three questions. I didn't even get a chance to ask. But that's okay. That's okay. That's the beauty of the realism of being a person that's a giver and
Hmm.
also create. So, for the viewers that are watching this, go ahead and go to this camera right here. I'm going to go one to one. For the people who are watching this is the thing I want you all to capture. By setting your days up as positivity, it creates opportunities for others to experience your positivity. I was shared something to me that changed my life. Somebody said, Duran, there are so many people not in position in life because you're not in your position.
That's true.
That is so true. And so what that did to me, it forced me to be even more happier.
Hmm.
Because the happier that I am, the more I can see happier people, happy people, and people who have the opportunity to be happy. So we can go back to the two camera shot. I just wanted to share that one to one with them so that everybody can get that and capture that because that's what you share.
Yes.
And that I'm not gonna tell them. I'm gonna tell. Go a little bit deeper if you don't mind into how that makes you feel. And you know what I'm saying, if you get a little bad, I got a little something for you right here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, um, I like to share hope and love and genuine care with people. We often think when people ask us, how's your day? You don't think they care. Some people actually do.
Right.
I have come to realize in my last 4 years or so, I thought once I hit 40, I was supposed to have already been where I wanted to be in life, have my mindset the way it should be, and I just wanted to let some women know that it is a-okay that you don't have it all together. There are women in their 40s, some in their 50s, who are still figuring themselves out. And it happens that way because as some of us become moms in our 20s, some of us in our teens, and moms, I know y'all gonna follow me on this. When you become a mom, your life is not yours anymore.
Mm.
Your thoughts are not just for you anymore. Everything goes to kid. What kid need, when kid need, could be husband too.
Mm-hmm.
You focus more on everybody else and you're not as aware of yourself needs, your needs. We have needs we had once before there were children.
Mm-hmm.
And in the last 3 years, with my son being, I have a mentally disabled 17-year-old. He is bipolar, he has oppositional defiant disorder and conduct disorder. Those are literally exactly what they sound like.
Okay.
Oppositional defiant, you tell me to do it, I'm not. Conduct disorder is the legal definition of it because then it gets to criminal
Right.
stuff. So I had one of those kids where you see a lot of people going, oh my God, they parents should be thrown in jail. They come to school acting like this. Thank God I had an older one. But it took a lot out of me when I started going through things with my son once he got diagnosed. I was wondering where I went wrong, what I did wrong, how did I mess this up? And it took me a little bit of therapy,
Okay.
what you say, self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
I had to figure out that it wasn't me.
Exactly.
I was doing what I needed to do, but what I wasn't doing was focusing on where I needed to be in my life. I was too worried about this or that. And my kids in the last 3 years, seeing me grow myself has shifted some of their stuff.
Okay, say that one more time, but slow down when you say that because that is so real. Because that is the biggest navigator that our children have
Is us.
is watching us. So go ahead, say that one more time for everybody.
I was focused on my kids. I wasn't focused on me. So once I started focusing on me and gravitating to the things that made me happier and less stress, my kids saw that and it changed dynamics for them.
Yep, that is so powerful. That's that self-care that
Yes.
has self-awareness in it,
Absolutely.
that also has what you're experiencing, self-fulfillment built in it.
Mhm.
And that's a beautiful thing when we do that and we get inside that space. Okay, so we're doing this. I want to get back to this jewelry
Okay.
because the jewelry is beautiful. It's beautiful. I've been watching you over the last year when you post and you show it online. Now I finally got somebody in my life that I can buy some jewelry for
Okay.
that I'm not getting rid of the next week. I'm keeping this one here. So, yes, now I have somebody that I surely can. I'm just sitting here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. I
It's
got you on that.
cute.
So yeah, so tell us some more about the jewelry. It's $5 every piece.
Yes, every piece is lead and nickel free.
Okay. Oh, it's lead and nickel free.
It is lead and nickel free, so those who have metal allergies should be a-okay
Okay.
for the most part. Our rings they are actually elastic bands. So they're fit size 5 through 10 for women, and I want to say 6 through 12 for men, because we do have men's rings.
Okay.
But a lot of it has different meanings to it. Like I can show you here on my bracelet. This is one of the bracelets that I've
Hold
been
on, bring it-
promoting for Mother's Day.
Bring it back
I've
closer.
been
There you go.
promoting this one for Mother's Day. I'm actually sold out of them now, but if I get any more, I can definitely get them in. But it says this is what we call the starring role. The
Okay.
name of this is the starring role.
Okay.
It can be for any woman, not just moms, because it has every role that a woman can play.
Okay.
It says daughter, grandma, aunt, sister, mom. The one that they missed out on this year was friend.
Mm.
Last year it said friend.
It did.
It did.
It
But
did.
it's really cute stuff, and it's just it when you give it to someone, they don't know that you only spent $5.
They don't, because that look worth more than $5 right there.
But it's cute.
It is
And it
amazingly
came
beautiful.
from the heart.
That's where it
So
came from.
That's what it's a Christian-based company. It's Paparazzi Accessories. It's a Christian-based company. And that is why I feel like the people that I'm in business with, they are a blessing, like an entire blessing. We're not a catty people. We pull each other up.
Okay.
When somebody is struggling, somebody's frustrated, we are all brand new to business, most of us. Well, still new as this business. If my team, I lead a team of 68
Oh, wow.
people. Yes, I do. But when they are struggling, I'm the one that's going to reach up. I'm going to reach out to them and say, "Hey, what can I do for you? What you need some ideas? You need some. Let's brainstorm."
Okay.
So I love what I do, and that is part of my self care, is to be able to help my people.
Okay.
I'm a giver. I like to help people.
I attract a lot of givers. Probably because I'm one too. I like to give a lot. And the thing is, so we give a lot to everybody else. Now it's increasing the practice of giving more to ourselves.
Absolutely.
Now it's into that practice. Because what I've picked up on in my personal life is the more I give to myself, the more I can give to other people.
Mhm.
The least I give to myself, the least I can give to other people. And so I kind of control it the way I take care of myself. So,
Well, you think about it that way. The way I think is, to whom much is given, much is you're responsible for.
surely is.
When I give, I don't look for man to give back to me. I know it's going to come back to me, and it's going to come back triple fold. But the more I am blessed with, the more I am able to give.
Yep.
So that's how I look at it.
That's
Yep.
that's why I live with unicorns and rainbows.
I need to move into unicorns and
I'm
rainbows.
telling you, it's
I think
it's
I got one foot in the door.
It's a beautiful place. So what happened? I was on TikTok, and they got tired of me one night, and they said, "Look, Mr. Unicorn and Rainbows, we ain't trying to hear all this positivity right now. We try to do no, y'all know me." And so I laughed about it, and then I actually thought about it. I said, imagine being in a field of unicorns. If it was 1 acre, and the unicorn is the size of an average horse, that's about over 1,000 unicorns.
Mhm.
Do you know that's 1,000 unique mystic beings?
Mhm.
So then I asked myself, out of that 999 that's left, I wonder how many know that they're a unicorn.
Interesting.
Because if they're paying attention to what makes me look so beautiful, they're missing out on what makes them look beautiful.
That's true.
And then, are they enjoying the party? And most say, well, how's our party? Rainbows. When do rainbows come out? After
After the
storms.
rain.
So, if it's rainbows, that means multiple people are coming out, and we're consistently celebrating someone else getting to the other side that we know where we are. So I'm like, yeah, that's me. I am Mr. Rainbow and Unicorns, because I live among so many people that are mystic beings. There are so many things that you shared about you that I had no idea. I knew something was there for an individual to have, one, a smile on their face, be positive, and uplift others. We have a story that have blessed us and changed our lives, and now we want to continually increase and change other people's lives. That's the beauty about it.
Yes.
That's the thing. And I love when somebody say, I'm a taker. You got to give before you take.
Takers don't have limits.
Mm-mm.
I'm not a taker.
Mm-mm.
I'm a giver.
Oh, yeah. That's me, too. I tell people I give because I'm designed to give. What I want back is for you to do greater for yourself.
Absolutely.
That's enough for me. I'm good. I'm
Absolutely.
good. God has already showed me over 52 years what he can do and what he's going to continually do for me. I'm, as some people say, go cheap.
But when you can see it in somebody else, it gives you a feeling like no other. When you know that you had a hand in assisting, even if it was a word or a dollar, it makes you feel good.
Mhm.
And it's not to brag or boast. You do it out of the kindness of your heart,
Mhm.
but it feels good.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. See, that's that self-care of gratitude.
Absolutely.
Cuz we don't have to be in a position to be available for people. It's just the fact that we are. That's self-care of taking care of myself to be in the position
Right.
to be able to assist other people. So now we're assisting them. We got the self-care practices. We have the physical down. The next thing that we want to look at is self-reflection in the self-care, looking back to see what got us here. Oh, y'all, I'm about to take me a drink real quick. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come right back right after this commercial, and we're going to do a little bit of reflection from DC all the way down to the beach, y'all. We finna get into this one now. All right, we'll see y'all. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the New Black Church. We back in the building. Y'all, we are experiencing this amazing story that's a part of this Bible. This Bible is titled Jim Norris. That's right, that's right. We got the Jim in the building. Now, we know that she's in Florida because we kicking it down the street from the beach right now. The question is, how did you get from DC to here? Let's reflect on the smile that you got today all over your face, because something has to create that smile.
It does. Moving from DC to Florida, my first thought of wanting to move to Florida was when I came down here 10 years ago and had back surgery at the Laser Spine Institute,
Oh, wow.
which is right on at the time it was right on the causeway,
Okay.
right before you get to the causeway, Clearwater, to go on to Clearwater. Um, I flew down here, stood out on that bay in the doctor's office that looks out over the water, and a small voice said to me, "This is where you belong."
Mm.
Paid it no mind a little bit. When I said that, I was like, I think I want to move to Florida. That little voice was like, "You belong here." I'm like, I think I want to move here. I'm like, okay. My, I didn't think I could, but I was gonna try. Went home. Couple years went by. Stress, and when they tell you, when God wants you to do something, He wants you to move, He make you uncomfortable. Oh, He did. But that's what I mentioned earlier about God stirring the pot this way,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to stir it this way. I got to this mindset where I thought, this the DMV, I want to stay. And
Mm-hmm.
God said, nah, I told you belong in Florida. So He made things uncomfortable when it came to my home, things that were going on in my home. My mom had passed a few years before, was going through things with my family, going through things with, I told you I lost my job right as I put my house up for sale.
Yup.
But it all worked out in my favor to move here. I found a house that I could afford, not an apartment, a house I could afford. And I was able to start saving. And once I started my business in 2018, I was able as a single mom to now start saving money, fixing my credit. I had my home built from the ground up.
Mm.
That in itself was a dream that I never thought I would be able to do. As a single mom, you never think that you're going to have the money to watch your home be built, to write manifestations and scriptures on the base of your home.
Oh, no.
So
Wow.
it was a blessing to be able to do that. And I have flourished. My children have flourished since we moved here to Florida. So that's what puts the smile on my face. That, and I moved here to live life like a part of my self care was living life like a vacation whenever I wanted to.
Ooh,
And
self-care, living life like a vacation.
if that meant getting off my job and being able to drive 6 minutes down the street to the beach and just sit there, that's what I wanted to do. That's part of my self care.
Okay, I like that. I like that. So now that you have this, and now you're wiser
Yes.
in your decision making and stuff like that. What are some of the tools that you can give us to help us become more self-aware?
Just your thought process. It has to literally start with you. Nobody can do it for you. You have to know what you want in life first. Figure out where you are. Just think about where you are and how to come up with a plan. You literally have to come up with a plan. It's small steps equal those bigger steps. We can't just say, oh, I need to fix my credit and buy a house. What are the steps to fixing your credit? Or what is the steps to this? You take those baby steps. You take baby step after baby step after baby step, and you just keep moving forward. As long as you know what you want,
Okay.
you take those baby steps and just move forward. Every day, a small progress towards that goal. And once you get there, you're going to think to yourself, man, that wasn't even as hard as I thought. But it's literally just being consistent with yourself,
Mm-hmm.
knowing this is what I want, or this is where I am. This is not where I want to be. And that's where I want to be. How do I get there? Make realistic goals.
Yes.
Some people like, oh, earn $1 million. That's not realistic. I need to earn this. How can I earn this? Make those baby steps.
Okay.
Stair step it until you get to where you want to be. That's that self-awareness. You know where you are. Just figure out those small steps. And if you don't know those small steps, ask for help.
Yes. I
You don't
totally
always
agree.
know.
Mhm.
Like you said, you can't fault yourself for something you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. Ask. If you don't ask, nobody's going to tell you.
They can't read your mind.
They can't read your mind.
They
So
cannot
you
read your
have to
mind.
be open to receive those words or that help. And sometimes that words come from strangers.
Mm-hmm. Come from people we don't know. Now, let me ask you this one here. So, we talk a lot. It's so easy to talk to each other, but sometimes we're alone and we get a chance to talk to ourselves, but sometimes we cannot hear what we're saying. In those instances, do you journal, write
Journal.
anything down? Because, see,
Absolutely.
that's part of self care
It is.
of the mind, also, because you're writing down these thoughts. So, what is your journaling like? And then have you went back and looked at it and
That's
realized?
a big part of it. Yes, it is. When you're journaling, you're literally just, I throw up my thoughts.
Oh, I'm still in that. Oh,
And whatever's in my head, I'm putting it on paper. However I feel, I mean, down to the everything. If I felt like I wanted to punch somebody today, this is why. Throw it out there.
yes.
Because you start to realize once you go back, let's say a year from now, you flip that journal and you scrolling through instead of turning on your Netflix all the time. Put some of that love back into you.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to that journal, flip to a year ago. Look at some of the things that you were going through. That's self-reflection, and
Mhm.
it builds that self-awareness. Dang, a year ago I was a jacked up joker. I'm not feeling that this year. This year I've grown. This is where I can see I've grown. It definitely helps. Jot those thoughts down. Those goals down. I have a vision board.
Okay.
I have a vision board. I put my realistic and unrealistic goals on it. Because my
Okay.
realistic goals are going to help me get to those not so realistic goals. We gonna stay a step them realistic goals to get to this.
To get there. So I'm laughing because I love taking notes. I love taking notes, and I love remembering when beautiful people tell me what they are not. And so I was having a conversation with somebody, y'all, about an hour ago, and so we were in the elevator. I ain't gonna say it was her. I ain't gonna say it wasn't Jim, but when nobody else in the elevator with me but Jim. And Jim is gonna let me know that she's not creative, y'all. She said, I don't know what creativity is, and because we were talking about being creative, and she says she's not creative, but at the same time, she just came up with throwing up her thoughts and just write down everything. I just love it when you're so great at what you're doing and you do it so well that we tend to negate the fact that we have so many amazing skills that we just think, oh, that's just something I just normally know how to do. No, that's amazing because that just made journaling super plain to somebody that is watching this or is going to come back and listen to the podcast while they're doing whatever that they're doing. That's what it is I love the fact that you said go back and look at it and remember, oh, I remember that day that I just wanted to really do something to somebody and I chose not to, and now it revealed them to who they really are to me, and now I know how to move forward with them. So with that being said, I got to get into this last question here because since you're going to tell me you don't have any creativity and you showed it to me. Creative forms of self-expression very similar to throwing up your thoughts. What are some of those additional sayings that you have in this creative mind of yours? Because it's there. And I see it in your smile. I see it in your smile.
I don't really have sayings per
Okay.
se. It's just being.
Okay, I like that being.
I try to, like I said, my thoughts in the morning, before my feet touch the floor, I'm saying my prayers. I'm trying to, throughout my day, be happy because we have a lot of bad in the world.
Hmm.
We definitely don't need to pour any more into ourselves. So I'm in the kitchen dancing. I like old school music.
Okay.
When I'm cooking or when I'm in my jewelry room and I'm prepping for a show or I'm in the car, I'm a everything kind of music girl. Country, gospel, reggae, rap. Sometimes I'm trapping. It just depends on my mood. But I don't. I let music do my talking for me, and
Okay.
I just go with the flow, and I bring in my dancing. I can't sing for nothing, but I try,
Okay.
and that's just the way I get through that's what I would call my creativity because I might even try to come up with extra words to a song.
Okay. So I'm glad you said that's your creativity. I didn't have to say nothing. I ain't have to say nothing at all because that's part of self-care of that mind is recognizing where your strengths are, where your creativity is. Music is one of the most beautiful outlets because someone else may say it in a song in a different way than I was thinking it. They just said it for me. So y'all, we have truly been blessed. Thank you so, so much for coming and sharing. I like to do a recap because sometimes we don't get a chance to hear what we say. And so you started out, you let us know that you're a gym, the gym, that go to the gym because you are a gym. And I'm just like, wow, your gym, I don't know if you recognize this. You told us you were gym, then you told us you were a mom.
Yes.
You are gym first, then you are a mom. Then you all of these amazing things. And it's interesting, you were selling your house in D.C., you became unemployed, but you fast forward to the day you're employed
Mm-hmm.
in your future home. But let's see, how did you get there? You started out by getting there. You started out by first thing, starting out your mornings by, check this out, telling yourself you love yourself through your self affirmations in the mirror in the
Yes.
morning.
Mm-hmm.
But before you self affirm to yourself by looking at yourself, you actually pray for yourself to someone who's bigger than you and can do more for you.
Absolutely.
Then you talked about, okay, when anxiety come, you have children, you have work, you have all this stuff going on, and then boom, something happens Gave us three amazing things, you all.
Breathe.
Breathe. Take it in. And then she said, don't react. She said, no. She said, then act. It was a presence, not something associated with anything else. And then, boom. Okay? Then she said, just because I might not be able to make it to the GYM, I can be a GEM at my desk
Yeah.
and be such a gift to herself and do desk exercises. But she says she ain't creative, y'all. I'm just saying. I'm just repeating it. But she does her desk exercises. And then she's taking care of herself. She's done this amazing job with herself. And her business is about creating accessories for other people to enhance who they are. Not only do she experience the accessories with them, she even gives the accessories away. Shared a beautiful story with us about it. And then she talked about and did a quick reflection of a story about doing that at the Burger King line. Now, you don't understand how upset I am with Florida that they do not have a Texas Double Whopper with jalapenos on it for the simple fact that I don't understand why we can't get jalapenos on a Whopper. But that's okay. I regress. That's just a flashback. But you sold your home in D.C. and then you built your dream home here from ground up, which indicates you bought somebody else's dream in D.C., but built your dream in Florida.
Yes.
Y'all, all this starts with the first thing she did in the morning. Prayed for herself. Are you understanding what this self-care is like and what it's about? And then she reminded us, take small steps. Quit trying to jump so deep into things sometimes. Take those small steps while you're getting there. And then, you know what? If it's too much for you, journal it. Just throw up your thoughts on the paper. Y'all, I may take that out the video so nobody know where the credit comes from. But yes, throw up your thoughts. And then when you throw them up, she said she got a vision board with some of those goals that are realistic and unrealistic. Jim, I just want to say thank you again for
thank
being
you.
a Jim and just coming out here and blessing us. This is the reason why I do this, is because I realized that I had a story. I said, if there are 10 billion people on this earth, there are 10 billion stories that need to be told. I'm going to be a vessel that try to get as many of those stories being told, because it is our Bible. You have shared chapters of your Bible with us on today, and we so appreciate it. Go ahead one more time, put up on the screen. This is her website. If y'all want to go celebrate, look, y'all, we got Mother's Day coming up here real soon. I love the bracelet that she shared, even though it may be sold out. There are some other things. $5. Y'all, we can't even get coffee for $5 no more. You know what I'm saying? So now, $5. Check out Jim's Jewelry Box. Y'all, it's Jim's with an S. Do not do it without the S. You got to add the S in there. Something else may come up that you may not want to experience. So make sure you put the S in there when it's jimsjewelrybox.com. Go check it out. Go support the business. And once again, Jim, we just want to say thank you, give you some closing words, and then we're going to break out of here.
Well, thank you for having me. It was a pleasure, and I thank you for allowing me the opportunity to open those chapters of my Bible, because sitting here listening to you, I learned some stuff.
Oh, see, she always giving, y'all. She just be giving.
I learned some
Giving.
stuff.
Well, that's awesome. So that's I call that knowledge transfer.
Absolutely.
It is such a knowledge transfer. You all, if y'all like it, share it. Tell other people about this. We're trying to do this positive movement in everything that we're doing and moving forward. But y'all know it's about that time for us to get up out of here. It's 6 o'clock on the dot in the New Black Church. We just got hit with somebody's story and they shared their Bible. Peace out, y'all. Thank you.